The only reason why I never dated a black American man was only because of the way they treat their own women. I do not understand and can't register why, in order for you to attract other women, you have to bring down black Americans women. When I first came in this country, I was talking to this guy. This guy literally felt like it was a good idea for him to sit in my living room for hours to talk trash bad about his own women. I was like, what? Are you talking bad about your mom? Because isn't your mom a black American woman?
Yo, my people, welcome back to my channel, Iyano Show KE. Hope you're good, hope you're fine. So, guys, ladies now have come out clearly, especially the black ladies. They say that the reason why they will not date or marry an African American man, and they have given their reason to why they will never date an African American guy. And they are saying that if African American guy want them to marry them or date them, first of all they should marry them. They should have a ring, or so some of the things that these black women or these African ladies are saying. And some are saying that for their perspective they don't like African American men. Some are saying that their culture, their African culture is different from the African American culture, so hence hindering them from dating this African American guy or the FBI guys. So guys, I don't know what to take on this story, or if you are lady there, let us meet in the comment section. Do you think why do you the reason that you cannot date these African American guys? So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
6 reasons why I can't date an African American guy, and I have them down here. I'm gonna read them off and I'll tell you guys, and let me know how you guys feel about it. You guys agree or disagree, and are they all the same or not? Ready? Let's get to the first one. First thing first, I don't think you're gonna understand my culture and traditions, and I don't feel like explaining every single detail. Like, I don't want to explain to you why my grandpa calls me my wife, why my cousin calls me my wife, or like all those things. I cannot explain that to you, so that's too much. That's the first thing that you like. I just don't feel like explaining. Is because when we're dating, you're not always gonna see me. You're not gonna see me whenever you want to see me. It's not gonna happen. Like I have a dad, I have like parents, and I cannot just leave the house every single time I want just to see you. So you're gonna have to work, like plan 2 months ahead for us to see each other, if that makes sense. Another one is that we do not do sleepovers, or we can't move in. Like, I can't move in with you unless there's a ring on my finger. That's not happening. Like, I cannot be sleeping at your house at night, whatever, doing all sleepovers for 1 week and then go back to my father's house. It's not happening. We have to have a ring on my finger. Got it? Okay. Another one is that I can't have kids with you before marriage, because I know you guys are good at going to buy milk, but you guys do not know your way back. So I can't have that. I need to be married to you before having your kids. And then in my culture, if I get pregnant by you, I have to be married by you, because you're not gonna shame my family like that and shame me and let me raise that kid alone. It's not happening. First, you're gonna have to marry me, and then also pay money for getting me pregnant before marriage, if that makes sense to you. Another one, which is most importantly, you guys cannot afford an African woman, a traditional African woman. You guys cannot afford them. Most of you guys can't, because I see you guys on social media complaining, or a black woman, you guys are so expensive. You guys expect us to pay for the date. You guys expect us to do all of this, do your hair, pay for your nails. Yes, but with an African woman, it's even worse, because bride price now, it's like 22K, 21K. That's the least you could pay, 21K, to have a wife, to bring them at your house. And you guys are complaining. Plus, sometimes you don't have to work, because you demand the house, you want to take control of it and everything. She's gonna be submissive, but you're gonna have to be the head of the house, work, provide, and everything. So besides paying 21K, you still have to pay for her nails, pay for her hair, and any other things that are needed. Yep. And last one, but not the least, in this one, it's like I don't want to speak English all day, every day of my life. That's just tough. I don't want to do that. And also, like, I don't want to lose my traditions and my culture, because as soon as we have your kids, I don't think they're going to be fully Congolese anymore. So, yeah. Tell me, guys, how you guys feel about this. And if you guys agree or disagree about it. And I'm not saying that I'll never date an African American guy. If you're there and you can do all these things, please hit me up. Hit me up, hit me up. But see ya.
The only reason why I never dated a black American man was only because of the way they treat their own women. I do not understand and can't register why, in order for you to attract other women, you have to bring down black Americans women. When I first came in this country, I was talking to this guy. This guy literally felt like it was a good idea for him to sit in my living room for hours to talk trash bad about his own women. I was like, what? Are you talking bad about your mom? Because isn't your mom a black American woman? So you're telling me that black American women are hoes. Is your mom a hoe? This is so weird. It was just weird to me. And every time a black American would come and talk to me, it was really similar. Like all the time they were like spending so much time. I don't understand why they felt like I will have joy in my heart or feel good about myself because they are bringing down their own women. So for me, that was the only turn off. It happened multiple times, so many times, and I absolutely do not know why. It was like, no, these people can't even respect their own women. They can't even value the women that they grew up with, the women that are similar to their own mother. What makes me think that there is going to be different with me? They can't even respect their own mom. Why would they respect me? So it is the only reason, and it was a big turn off for me. So I was like, it's not just for me.
An African American guy approached me yesterday at the gym, and I told him that I don't date African Americans. And he quickly jumped the gun and was like, oh, is it because we don't have a culture? That's what y'all think? I said, sir, this does not have nothing to do with you, but with me. I said, sir, I don't speak English. I don't know how to speak English. He was like, well, you're well spoken to me. No, give about 2 hours of being with me. You'll be asking yourself, what are you saying? Every day you'll be like, come again, come again. I don't want to be coming again every time. I cannot even joke with you. You'll be asking me. You say, baby, that's not how you said that. Don't correct me. I don't want. After pretending to speak in medical terminology at work, I cannot even pronounce those medical words. You see me stressing those medical words to say it, you'll feel sorry for myself. I have to be stressing the hi, hapo. No, it's okay. My boss often said, if you want to catch Miriam, catch her from 8:30 to 10:30. By that time, she speaks good English. After that, whatever you get, you on your own. And guys, after 2 hours, I'm tired. It's a full-time job. Sometimes, I'm speaking good English at work, or I'll be speaking in a tone voice, my voice is sweet, everything is calm. And then what they're hearing is a real African lady speaking breaking English. So I can only do 2 hours in a day.
Just dating foreign people is just better because you get the opportunity to learn more about their culture, and they learn about your culture. And even though like you can both be Nigerian, obviously you're raised differently, and so that part is really cool. But to date like a Nigerian American, absolutely not.
Really?
Over my dead body.
Wow.
Like over my dead body. No, Nigerian Americans are so terrible. Men. Yeah. No, the ones that like were born and raised in America, like I don't care if anyone cancels me for it because they're so bad. They're so bad. Especially the ones from like Jersey or like New York or like cities that they were calling them African booty scratcher. Not everybody was called African booty scratcher, first of all. Second of all, now Afrobeats is cool.
Yeah.
So you remember those ones that had English names?
Oh, now, can I be honest? I think that's over here too, though, yeah?
Yeah, but it's...
Because there's people I went to school with in school. You were called Christopher. Now everyone's calling you Moiwa. I never knew you as Moiwa. I went to primary school and secondary school with you. I called you Christopher.
Yeah.
Now, you went to university and found Moiwa. I was like, sorry, who?
No, you're not, Chris.
But I still call him Christopher because I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You found your roots.
No, but that's not his fault. He's a child when he was called Christopher.
No.
No,
You should have
there's
seen your
a-
roots in school, in college. You
Yeah,
knew
man, you
you
should've
were.
seen your
It's
roots,
because
man.
now it's cool to be African. You want to claim.
You want it really, yeah.
Nah, move,
Yeah.
man.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
I ain't rolling with that.
But I feel like the difference,
You sound
though...
like it sounds like you kind of doing that a little bit.
No,
No?
What's your
They
Nigerian
were
name?
calling you Mark in school.
my name's Yusuf.
You don't have a Nigerian name?
I do, but that's mine for me. That's not fault.
So that's Yusuf and that's
You need
it.
to tell.
yeah.
If you don't want to Nigerian, then you know it. I don't have to announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But no, I think that I feel like the difference though is that here, what can you pass for okay Jamaican? That's probably the only thing that you can like pretend to be.
So I don't date American black men. I have never dated an American black man, and my reasons are quite simple. So a few days ago, I made a video about coffee dates, and I basically talked about how I would never accept a coffee date as a first date. I think it's low effort and it's just not my thing. Surprisingly enough, and I was genuinely surprised, 98% of the commenters and the people that were upset were American black men. So shocked because I didn't think that video would land on their For You page, but it did, and hundreds of them, were crying on my shoulder over the fact that I would not drink bean juice on a first date with a man or with anyone. They were in my comments calling me all types of names, saying that I'm a gold digger and saying that I'm this and that. And then unprovoked, they started attacking me for my looks. By the way, I was so nice in that video. I did not insult anyone in that video, but they were insulting me. They were coming at me for my skin color, saying that I'm too dark and that I shouldn't have any standards. They were coming at me for my Afrocentric features. They were coming at me because I have an Afrocentric hairstyle in. Black American men honestly have this habit of attacking black women for the way that they look, especially if you are a darker skinned woman or you have more Afrocentric features. They will attack you. So the fact that they came at me for my looks unprovoked is not surprising to me at all. So reading the comments and watching the stitches, it brought up a discussion between me and my parents about why I don't date American black men. American black men generally do not value courtship, traditionalism, or even marriage. And I'm not saying that all American black men are like this, but a large majority are. They will berate you, break you down, and take advantage of you. I don't know why, but the sight of seeing a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, having standards really does bother them. Maybe it's because in their mind, nobody ever talks about this, but they believe black women, dark-skinned black women deserve crumbs. Colorism is real, and they think that we deserve crumbs and that we shouldn't have any standards. I mean, I was getting so many messages and comments saying, you're dark skinned, why do you have all these standards? The only reason why that video got them really upset was because it basically told them to do better. And they do not take well at all to being told to do better, as you can clearly see, and it's because they are not required to. They are used to giving women nothing, giving women crumbs, but then receiving the world back. So when they were watching my video, they were so upset. They were like, oh, no. You want me to take you on a proper date? A proper date when all I'm used to is inviting women back to my house, or inviting women on a nature walk as a first date, or inviting women to my car to link and smoke? You want me to actually put in effort? No, I'm not used to that at all. They are literally in my comments saying, what makes you think you deserve a meal? You need to prove yourself. And when American black men say that you need to prove yourself, that just basically means you need to go through hell and back with him. They don't want to put in the effort because they're lazy, they are entitled, and they are cheap. And don't get me wrong, it's not all American black men that are like this. It's just the large majority. And that is a problem because the majority of black American women prefer black American men, but there are not enough good black American men to go around.
They be having some power to them, like some strength.
They what?
They be having some strength to them, like they could beat your ass, honestly. So it's just like, if I know if I can't like beat a trick ass, I won't hop in the car. Honestly.
Do Do you carry mace or
Yeah,
pepper spray or anything?
yeah, of course. Like, I have a taser and mace, all that.
Good for you. Would you recommend this
No,
for a girl?
hell no.
No. And yet you still do it.
Yes, because it's money. That's what I be thinking about. But, like, actually, like, sitting there, like, thinking this, like, this a fun thing to do, no.
And the guys are probably asking for all kinds of crazy requests and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
Are you careful?
Mm-hmm.
What's your biggest fear for your future or for tonight?
I think dying, honestly.
Because it's a dangerous job?
That and just everybody just kind of dying. It's just a lot going on in the world right now. So just dying in this game, that's probably my worst fear right now.
What are your plans for the future? Are you going to travel? Or are you going to stay here? Or what do you do?
I plan on probably traveling, just being out the way of everybody.
Keep moving?
Mm-hmm.
Have you worked in Las Vegas?
Mm-hmm. It's not it out there.
You like it better in L.A.?
I wouldn't say I like it better, but I mean, like, it's more money out here.
More money?
Yeah. It's more space. More to, like, you got more places to move around.
What's the most important thing you have to keep in mind when you're doing this as a 17-year-old?
That there's bitches out here that could touch me.
Okay, I got a few minutes before I got to be to work, but whew, so this is a topic I've talked about a long time ago, and it came up twice on my travels to New York. First, with the Uber driver who was taking me there, and second one with the one who's bringing me home. So, you know, of course, they're black men, and they're going to ask me, am I married, or whatever, try to flirt, right? But they were both from different countries. One was from Haiti, and I forgot where the other one was from. But what I noticed is, if I tell them that I'm married or have been married or something, they seem shocked. And I know what that shock comes from. Because I've been told this by other non-black American men. That black American men don't get married. So they don't see me as somebody who a man would want to marry, or they don't see that men want to marry me as American. Because one guy even asked me, did I ever date Caribbean men before? And I'm like, I did when I was younger, but not so much now. I find that because they see American men don't value us to marry us enough, they just see us as playthings. So no, I stay away from them as far as that. Because when they're talking to me, both of them, right, one was 35, one was my age, and they both had young kids by American women that they did not marry. So I asked the second one, would you have married her if she was Haitian like you? He didn't answer. But I knew the answer to that. But this also leads me back to say, many years ago, my parents, before my father passed away, were married for 46 years, I believe, right? But this was like their 30-something anniversary. And I remember going to a store in their neighborhood looking for a happy anniversary balloon. And the guy who happened to own the store was Indian. So I'm going back and forth with him like, how you have everything else but that? He says, look at the neighborhood I'm in. People here don't get married. The neighborhood he was in was a black neighborhood. Okay. Fast forward to another few years after that. This white guy was trying to talk to me when I was working in the financial district in New York. I'm like, no, I'm married. He's like, the homies don't get married. And I'm like, what? Like, the fucking first of all, the homies is very disrespectful, racist shit. But that's how they see black men. They see black men do not want to marry black women. I don't know if they've been told that by other black men or if they're watching stuff they see in popular culture. I don't know. I even had an African man years ago try to talk to me in my neighborhood in Bed-Stuy. And I was like, no, I'm married. He was like, American men don't get married. And it's just always this theme that black American men don't get married. If I was black American men, I wouldn't like that. I'd be pissed about that. Because as a Black American woman, I'm pissed about it. My parents were married. My uncles and aunts were married. Do people nowadays get married as much as they often as they used to? No, they don't. They don't see the value in it. But I don't like that narrative. And something got to be done to change it.
Guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I just have bad luck lately, but I just came from the worst first date I've ever been on in my entire life. And let me tell you guys what happened. So actually, everything was going fine and okay up until towards the end of the date when I asked him, like, what's the youngest he would date. First of all, I didn't realize this is a 47-year-old man. Like, I didn't know my hinge was set that high. And I didn't know that he was that old. But okay, he's 47, I'm 31. And he goes 25. And I'm like, what? Why would you date a 25-year-old? And he was like, yeah, I like to date 25 to 30, 32, because people, literally, women after 35 deteriorate. They're no longer any good. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm literally shook that this came out of his mouth. And I immediately combat him. I'm like, that is the most stupid statement I've ever heard anybody say. And honestly, I'm very disappointed that you would say that, because I thought better of you. Like, I thought that you would do better or think better than that. I thought you were a smart man. Like, why would you ever say that? I'm like, that is a stupid statement. And I'm disappointed. He doesn't like that I say that. And he's like, oh, you 31-year-olds don't have any vocabulary. All you can say is stupid. You need to expand your vocabulary. Oh, but you can't because you're 31 years old. Then he started coming for my hair and my nails. And he was like, oh, what are you going to do after this date? Put on a wig. When you go home, you're going to put on a wig. Like, where the fuck did that come from? And he's talking about, oh, you're going to put on some red long nails. I'm like, what the fuck why are you talking about my hair and my nails? He's like, oh, you're going to put on some extra long lashes. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. This makes sense. Because all you Black men can do is talk about Black women's hair and nails and how we, like, I'm like, I literally have braids and no nails on and, like, wispy lashes. Like, I know, like, I can go harder than this, actually. But okay, go on. That's how you really feel. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Thanks for the dinner. Thanks. He was like, oh, so you just wanted a free dinner, honey. I take myself to sushi omakase restaurants on my own, but I don't tell him that. I don't need to, I don't need to go into detail. I just start calling my Uber, and then he goes, oh, let me call you the Uber. It's free. I don't care. Like, I don't want anything else from you. Then he's like, okay, let me just be a gentleman and call you the Uber. Allow me to be the gentleman. I'm like, I'm okay. I already called my Uber. It's coming. So I start getting ready to go. He gets up. He's like, oh, Black people, why we have to act like this? And you're the one who turned up on me. So yeah, anyway, I knew I shouldn't have went on this fucking date because I was already running late and I was so backed up at work and all that shit. But anyway, that was my day.
So guys, tell me why this African American dude walked out to me at the gym, right? And he asked me about why African girls don't like African Americans boys. And the answer I give him was because you guys used to bully us. Back in 2016, 2015, 2014, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, you guys were bullied. That's why we can't be with you guys. And who do I look like taking you to my dad with that big ass gun you always killing around? Who the fuck do I look like? Africans, help me if I'm wrong. Like, is that not the reason why we can't be with them? Please help me out. Like, help.
African sisters, I bragged about how good Black American men are, but y'all wanted to know the bad sides of dating them, and I have them here for you. Between early September and January, we do not exist. The wives do not exist. The girlfriends do not exist. Most of all, from Thursday to Sunday. Thursday, it starts around 7 p.m., just like the other days as well. From 7 p.m. until around midnight, usually a little bit before midnight. So we start being ignored around the time of 7 p.m. until almost midnight because it's football season. It's football season. And if you know anything about America, it's God, family, and football. So if they give you their all the rest of the year, it's God, football, and then family and reality. Go Eagles!
Please tell me about African American men. I find them very attractive as a South African woman. And she goes on to ask a couple more questions. Now, somebody else wrote in the comments and they have a point. It depends on region. If you're in the north, like I am, it's a little bit different. If you're in the south, it's a little bit different. I've never dated in the south, so I don't know what southern black men are really like. They seem really nice when I visited down there though. Now up here, I feel like I really can't speak on it too much. The reason why I haven't dated a black American man in almost 10 years. I know you're wondering like, how the hell did that happen? So I feel like my experiences are kind of outdated. And the last time I've dated a black American man, which was almost 10 years ago, it was not a good one. We could do a story time on that another time. Yeah, but you also asked about like 50-50 and going Dutch. Is that really a thing? Up here in New York, it definitely is. From what I've seen with my friends and their relationships and stuff like that, they mainly split the bills down the middle. Somebody pays more, somebody pays less. At least in the experiences of my friends and stuff like that, sometimes they pay more, the women pay more. But yeah, but I would say the going Dutch is not just like, at least out here in New York City, it's not just mainly black American men. It's like just American men. This is in our culture here. It is the culture. It is normalized. They do have a sense of humor, at least from my, my men friends. They have a sense of humor. I think they're funny. Good looking guys, a lot of attractive guys out here. But I hope this answers your question and paints a picture for you. Once again, North and South, two different places. Where they do things different down there, and the way we do things up here is also very different. But anyway, I wish you luck and I hope you enjoy. Bye.
You need to stop making videos trying to diss African Americans, knowing that you want an African American man. Who? Me? Sure. I won't lie, there are some good-looking African American / Black American men out there. The likes of Damson Idris Elba, John Kaluuya. They're very, 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 very handsome men. But I don't think I can wake up every day to a good morning shorty. I haven't got an ick just saying it. Hey, what's up, shorty? Imagine you're in a crowded place and he's trying to call you. Hey, shorty. Hey, shorty. No, thank you. I'll stick to my African brothers. I love them so much. I love African men. Like, you don't understand the love I have for them. There is one American man that I like, that I have a crush on, but he's not even black. He's white, and he's taken by Zendaya. Damn you, Zendaya.